I feel it is a beautiful, wonderful art. Everybody must learn, must do, because lot of underlying factors, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Why we do Rangoli? To bring in health, wealth and prosperity to the house. And when you do at the doorstep, people enter your house with different kinds of emotion, different kinds of feeling, happy, sad, sick, so many things. When you see the designs immediately, the color changes, the mood, the brain, everything, you're bringing in positive energy into the house. So the whole atmosphere will be positive. So when you live in a positive atmosphere, you'll be happy. And then the people around you will be very, very happy. In southern India, we have to sweep the doorstep early in the morning around 6 a.m. and then we have to create the design using rice powder. So my mother used to draw the design. So I got very attracted. So I used to get up early with her around 5:30 and then sit with her and see how she's drawing the designs, everything. So I started asking her, give me also powder, I want to try. Rangoli is a very beautiful art. It changes your emotion, gives you a lot of energy, and also it helps you focusing, helps you problem solving, and helps you in arranging your mind, body, physically, mentally, everything it helping you. And if you really cannot do it, they can print it, color it. Color gives a lot of energy. Rangoli is normally circular because it also implies the life circle. And then we start from the center and expand the design. When you start from the center, it helps you like calculation, approximation, estimation, spacing, so many things you are learning. And we do a lot of repetitive patterns. When you do the repetitive pattern, you are doing a lot of repetitive things in your life. You are able to analyze, learning this, how I was yesterday, how I am today. I formed the company only in 2015. It's a traditional designs and contemporary material because nobody in the world is doing like that. It is something new and different. So I want to make it as a Singapore version of Rangoli, Singarangoli. That is why I gave the name. Being in a multiracial country, I wanted to expand and expose the art to everybody in Singapore and around the world. And I've been practicing it past 10 years. So I came to Singapore in 1992 and then I started realizing the art form can be taught to everybody, and then because very few people were doing Rangoli that time, so I started doing in community centers and museums everywhere. I found during Deepavali always rain in Singapore. So when you create a design in hotels and other places, they didn't want the floor to get spoiled. So I started pasting the Rangoli. My husband is a chemical technology specialist, so he came up with the all-weather glue. So I experimented for 1 or 2 months, creating the design, putting in the rain, putting in the sun for some time, and then found it's working. Then I started using those. From then onwards, the idea of Singarangoli started. Whenever they see my materials, always people say, wow, we can use with this also. Rangoli is normally done with powder, but Singarangoli is you can do with any material available in your household. No need to look for any material. You just need your time. It's a beautiful art and anybody can create it because it is not very difficult. I'm making Singarangoli. I'm using variety of materials. Small mirror, pong-pong, bangle, sago, recycled water bottle, cover, ice cream stick, and then toothpick. I'm going to use fork, cotton bud. With the orange, it's glowing. It is opening. Pink. Pink makes you feel good, happy. The toothpick and the heart Your life is going to be very bright with the opening sun and the heart inside. Rangoli is based on nature. All these designs are typical Rangoli traditional designs. If you ask me, I won't call it business. It's a heritage. Our ancestors created this with a very, very beautiful and specific reason. It has got a lot of underlying factors. It is our Indian tradition. For every prayer, for everything, Rangoli is the starting point. We have to clean the house, create the Rangoli, and then only we have to do any kind of prayer or whatever we do in our life. So that is very, very prominent, very important aspect of life. So it is our culture and heritage to pass on to other generation, younger people, and everybody must learn, especially Indians. They must learn, they must do it, they must know the significance. That is the tradition we want to teach them. Don't forget our own culture and heritage. I had challenges because whenever it comes to like financial funding, all those things I found very difficult. And I don't like bargaining. When they say, I said, okay, I will do it. Please, don't ask like that. I am respecting the art. 10 people, 100 people are going to see that. And they will learn about this art. If they don't know, they will ask, hey, what is this? Why you have done? So all those exposure will come. I got this Stewards of Intangible Culture Heritage Award, National Award in Singapore, which I felt very happy and honored, and also I felt my art is appreciated, my effort is appreciated. By seeing this, many people will come forward to take up this and then do it. And my another is after I finished my Guinness World Record, because I did for 7 hours continuously non-stop, so I felt out of the world like. In 2010, I created a hanging Rangoli in Esplanade. I did totally with gemstones. I did a 3D Rangoli. They are cladding like. So the cladding I converted into peacock, and then the face I did with the plastic sheet. 2013, I Rangoli with 65,000 recycled CD. I did with 60 organizations. Then after that, I did with spoon, fork, typewriter chips, and then sawdust, wood chip. I did Rangoli with 50,000 bangles. Not coming out. Yes, got it. Favorite part is creating Rangoli with seniors. Once when I worked with stroke and dementia patients, I did like a puzzle. They can create Rangoli at the same time they can play using the puzzle like a game. In Singapore General Hospital, I did with all the patients, doctors, walking in patient, and all the nurses, everybody. I had a counter for 2 months. I created around 400 pieces, do different kinds of Rangoli on plate, Rangoli on acrylic sheet with them, and then decorate the wall of the hospitals. A few years back, I did Rangoli with blind people. I really enjoyed working with them. They could not see the colors, everything, but they could touch, feel, and the way they assembled all the material, whatever I gave, it was very amazing. Like, they took long time, but they were very happily involved in doing it. All these projects I do with the people of Singapore. So whenever I come up with the idea, what I'm supposed to do, I will experiment it. Then I will try it out in a small way, because if I'm going to give it to seniors, how the seniors can handle it. So I make it very simpler. I'll try it out and then go to them. So minimum 40 to 50 organizations in each project. So we'll take part, and then I do the exhibition in various places in Singapore. Whenever any project finishes, I will think what next. How am I going to reach to people? How am I going to bring in so many people around and then create this artwork? I want to expose more to younger generation, but in a way that they are connected to that this is Rangoli, this is done by Indians. So all those things, information they will know, exposure to the art. And then those who are very interested in art, they will try. Definitely, they will try to do it because of the colors, because of the design, and the way we are doing it.